Hello guys, how are you all? Hope you all are good. So today we are back with a new editorial, and today's editorial is from Lead Code Weekly Contest 208, 208, and the name of this problem is crawler log folder. So what the problem statement mean is the lead code file system keeps a log each time some user perform a changes folder operation. So in lead code file system, uh, there are they keeps log means these simple folders, and they perform some folder operation, change in folder operation. So these operations, let's see what are the operations. The operations are described below. Okay, so these are the three operations. Let's see what is in each of them. So if we if there is written something like this means move the parent folder to the current folder. Okay, move to the parent folder. Okay, so it's mean that if we are inside any folder. Okay, so if we are inside any folder, and so we move to that parent folder. Okay, suppose this folder is inside this folder, so we need to move to this folder like this. Okay, so we need to delete this, or no need to delete this, we need to move to this folder. Okay, this parent folder. And let's move to the another operation. So the another operation is this, and what does this mean is this means to remain in the same folder. This means just do nothing. Okay, we need to do nothing when this is an operation. Okay, and this was the simple one only. We need to do nothing in that case. And in this case, x backslash x backslash. So what we need to do in this is move the child folder name, move to the child folder name x. So move to the child folder name x. What does this mean is, suppose we are in this folder, this parent folder of this child, and we are given on the place of the name of the x folder is, this is a name. Suppose we take a string s of a person, suppose name that person Alex, and so the Alex is like a x here. Okay, so we will give the name of that x person here. Okay, so suppose that is d2, the folder name is d2. So if d2 is written here, so we need to go to d2 inside, and we are inside d1. Okay, we are in d1 and we need to go to d2. Okay, so these are the three operations they have given here. And what is here is, you are given a list of strings log, where log I is the operation performed by the user that ith step. Okay, so this is just the operation log I. We are given a string, and we are given a vector of string, and the ith string tells us the step that the user has taken. Okay, the file system starts in main folder. Okay, we are at the father of all the folders. Okay, we are at the parent folder. Sorry, by mistake I told father. We are at the parent folder of all the folders. Okay, we are at the head folder. Okay, like head folder. Then the operation in log perform. Okay, so what we need to do here is return the minimum number of operation needed to go back to the main folder after the change operation. Change the operation. Okay, so we need to do all the operation that are inside this string. What we need to do here is, we are given strings like this, this. Any of these three string is given in this these all the strings. The string will be this one or this one, and we need to perform that. Okay, we need to perform that operation, and we are at the main folder, means head folder. Okay, so hope this is clear to you. Let me explain you with one example test case also. So we are at d1, we need to move to d1. Okay, so we are here at main, we are at main, and what we need to do here is we need to move to D1 because here the X is D1. As I've told you, the name of that folder is D1. So we have moved to D1. Now we are at D1. Then we need to move to D2. Now we are at D2. Now we need to move to the parent folder. The two dots shows us that we need to move to the parent folder. Okay, we move to the parent folder, and now we need to move to the D2 one. Okay, we need to move to the D21 folder. Okay, then we need to do nothing because this is done nothing. So just simply say this is, if this condition comes, we need to do nothing, just continue the statement. Okay, so let's move to the code now. This is the code that I have written in the contest. So let's see what the code says. So I have changed the name of the string as v just for simplification. Okay, so let's come here. Let me zoom in so that you can see more clearly. Okay, so here what I have taken is, I have taken an integer count and I have run a for loop till n means till the size of the vector. Okay, the name of the vector is v. Okay, and what we are doing here is, if the string, if the ith string is this, means if the ith string is saying that we need to move to the parent folder, then what we need to do is we need to decrement the count. Okay, so let me tell you the purpose of the count here. So the count, what the count is saying that and what we need to print is, we need to print that we need how many steps in order to go to the main folder. Okay, so we need how many steps in order to go to the main folder. So we need as much as steps that we have taken in order to go to that folder in which we are. Okay, so this much steps we need to take, this much steps we need to take, that much steps we have taken in order to go to that folder, and then we will get to the main folder. Okay, so we are incrementing that steps here as, okay, and if that is equals to this, that means we need to if that means the vector is only saying us, the program is only saying us to move one step backward towards the main folder. Okay, so we need to decrement the count, because if we increment the count, that means it will change the okay, so it will decrement the count, then we will go towards the main folder. Okay, and suppose if the count is 0, then no purpose of decrementing the count, so we will just continue it. Okay, else if it is equals to this means do nothing, so we will just continue as I told you before. And if it is equals to else if it is equals to the x log x backslash, so means else it is equals to something like this one. So we need to increment the count. Okay, so writing an else condition is better than writing their names. Okay, so we don't know their names, so writing the else condition is very much better, and simply we will return the count. Okay, and as you know, we got the accepted answer. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please like this, and don't forget to subscribe the channel, as I will be watching the solution for the latest contest. So bye bye friends, bye bye guys, meet you next time, bye bye.